3 free boxes and 5 Titan artifacts? Absolutely, we'll take that. All right, I think we are live. Let's take a look here. We are. All right, so we're going to grab this live stream link. We'll find it here under live. New thing that YouTube's doing. Interesting. So we will grab the link here and put it into our Discord channel under Jay's streams. Howdy the one, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. And now that we have the stream link in the Discord, we can close our Discord. And obviously we have the Great Storm event. So Great Storm event, we talked about this for a minute. We called it. Love to see that when it happens. Obviously next weekend, we're going to have 3 new skins. So that is something to be on the lookout for. I probably shouldn't have closed the Hero Wars page, but we'll pick it back up right here. We're going to go and find Hero Wars. Here we go. So a couple of things I would like to note is one, well, I'll note it a couple of times because I know some people are here early, some people aren't. That's okay. Light and Dark Titans are now in the Circle of Summoning. So this is huge news. It happened just yesterday. And the reason it's huge news is because a lot of people don't have maxed out absolute Dark and Light Titans. You just, it was a one-time event. It's really hard to do. So logically, it makes sense. You might not have them. And now we see that they've been added. So, hey, Francis Egan, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. So good news on that is that obviously we have, opportunities to pull these new Dark and Light Titans. So that's something that I think is pretty cool. We've gotten Iari right here off the bat. Can't complain about that pull. And we've got Amon as well, or Amon, depending on how you pronounce that. Another Iari pull. So some solid pulls here on the Light Titan side. Very, very different from the Titan artifacts, right? Titan artifacts are just not cooperating. But here we got another Amon, another one. So a couple nice Amon pulls there and a Iari pull. We got some Mort. So there is the first Dark Titan pull of the evening. We're going to just go ahead and open, thinking maybe like 100 of these. But typically Hero Wars does a good job of saying, oh, you don't have those heroes. We will give you some soul stones in those categories. So that is, one way that Hero Wars adjusts its RNG slightly. Not by much, but enough. So here we got some Mort and Kiro. So this is a Dark Titan heavy lineup. We love to see it. Mr. Big, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Right now we are opening some Titan summonings because essentially, right, obviously we have Dark and Light Titans added, which is pretty nice. It was sooner than I anticipated. And we will talk about the skins in a little bit, but I'm really stoked to have the opportunity to get more soul stones of these heroes or of these Titans because I did not get them to absolute. I mean, pretty obviously, but yeah. So it was a tough event to get them to absolute, but I think we made decent progress, and I'm happy that I have some summoning spheres to try to get into these Dark and Light Titans. So we're going to go ahead and do 10 more openings after this. So it is looking nice. I'm loving that. So we got a bunch of 30 pulls, way more than I thought we would get, if I'm being completely honest. You can trade in the non-usable ones. We'll figure out what we want to do with those later. But for now, let's take a look at these. So Kyros, pretty far still from getting an upgrade. Same with Mort. But we can evolve Amon, who didn't even get to a 4-star level Titan last time, which is unfortunate. But I think we can do something about that here. So now it's up to a 4-star. Iari's a little bit shy as well, but that's okay. Just didn't quite have the same resources or time, really, when we look at the Dark and Light Titan event. So here I've got some skin stones sitting around. I should probably hold on to them because, as mentioned in a prior stream, right, you will need to probably do that once we get the 4 new Titans as well, right? Because there's still 4. You got to keep in mind we got 2 Super Titans, right? 1 for Dark, 1 for Light, and 2 Tank Titans that we still haven't seen yet be released. So just something to keep in mind. So that's why I'm not using my skin stones, even though I have enough to upgrade Kyros 1 or 2 skinstone levels, right? And so that's also why I'm going to just claim some Titan Potion, but not really do too much with it. We're just going to hold on to it. Obviously, I'd like to level up Mort, Amon, and Iari, but we're going to hold off a little bit because I know down the line it will pay dividends because we will have those events. So, that's kind of the plan there. Gujo, hello. Nice to have you here. We were just talking about the addition of light and dark titans into the game, and so we've opened up some using some summoning spheres. So you can't go wrong with that. And that is kind of where we started. Doug Lockwood from Australia. Love having you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Love how universal this game is. It brings people from all over, and we love that. Ray Johnston, nice to have you here. I'm doing well. A little tired all in, but not the worst thing ever. We're hanging in there. We're having fun, and this is nice to be here with you guys. So, yeah, a lot of news going on in Hero Wars. Maybe not the biggest news, but a lot of news. So one was obviously that we had the Dark and Light Titans. We also have the CyberCon event starting, really it looks like very, very soon, the 22nd, which I believe will be the 21st. So I think that's right after this event ends. Don't quote me on that, but pretty sure that is kind of what we're looking at. So we got 3 new skins, and I'll talk about this probably in depth later if I can, if I have time to make a video. But if not, we'll talk about it now. So magic penetration for Amira is probably pretty helpful, I'm going to assume. I haven't used Amira much in game yet, really because she's still super weak for me. She's not even 5-star yet. We have some work to do. And it looks like we can get fragments of Amira now in the Clash of Worlds shop. I haven't really looked at it too carefully, but that's what it says, and I'm going to guess, nope, cannot get Fafnir, though. So that is an interesting note there, that we can get Amira now in the Clash of Worlds. I did not know that. So that was probably a little while ago, but I missed it. So now we're getting caught up. So Amira and Iris are both available. And obviously these are upgrades of levels, essentially. But it doesn't have the red one, which I think is very, very intriguing. I'm not going to say much more about that. But we're going to focus primarily when we start with these Clash of World trophies. We're going to use them to upgrade our Titan totem. Just makes sense. So that is what we're going to start with here. We're going to go to Hall of Fame to claim our prize. Of course, we did the minimum here. I'm going to be honest. We did 1 day of fighting, but we'll take it. Elemental Spirits. So we started with the Dark Totem, so that's what we're going to keep going with. So we are now up to level 27, and we now are in the green. So we love to see improvement. Obviously, we'll leave the Light Totem for a little bit later, but the Dark Totem making some moves. We're also going to open up, we're just going to open up 10 of these Altar of Elements, and I should probably start saving a few more because I haven't been doing a great job of saving them, but we will definitely start doing that in the near future. We also have Titan artifacts. So here I'm going to let's look at the Dark Titans first, because we just started with Dark Titans. It doesn't make sense to deviate too far from that. So we're going to go ahead and level up just 1 level, really, of heroes. No need to do too much more. And Gujo says Iris also. Yes, absolutely Iris also. For instance, Amir is already dangerous in adventures with strong damage reduction buffs. Magic penetration will make her more dangerous. Yeah, I 100% hear you and agree with you on that. I think Amira, from my vantage point, I've only seen her used against me in the adventures like yourself, but it is very problematic. So hopefully these skins won't add to her strength. So that's something that I'm thinking, but it probably won't, because a lot of these fights are catered to your team strength, so they probably won't add too much in terms of strength with the skins, but it will make her more useful when we're fighting against other opponents. So, for example, like the Archdemon, right, when all the skins are automatically added, that's pretty cool. So yeah, and here we have the actual pet adventure event. Hadn't really played it too much since the start. Was really waiting to kind of do it a little bit later, but I see no reason to wait now that we are live, so we'll do this. But yeah, the magic penetration for Amir is going to be a pretty cool skin, and we will start looking at what else we've got skin-wise here shortly. So we also have health for Fox. Now, I think that's important for Fox, but I also do still think Fox has some glaring weaknesses on the defensive end. Now, when we say that, we're talking about armor, right, which is defense, as well as magic pen. But I think armor is really more the problem, in my opinion. But overall, I actually like Fox, although I say that I haven't looked at Fox's stats recently. So maybe I'm just talking out of pocket. But let's double check here. Fox, right? We can easily see what the deal is here. So if we go to stats, so physical attack is good. Magic attack is good. Armor is okay, but the magic defense is pretty low. And I'm not sure if that's because of the way that I've improved. Nope. All right, so it looks like the armor is still okay in comparison to magic defense. But magic defense, keep in mind, is a lower attack stat damage, but it still does a lot. Like, it still does a fair amount of damage. Oh boy, this is a tough call. So going back to that, I do think Fox with health will be very nice. It'll be great for people who do use Fox. I personally do not. So I think that would be, something cool for people to consider. If we look here, we can see there's 2 indications that chests are nearby. And this makes things a little complex because now I don't know if I should go to number 10 or go to number 11. And it's a risk. So it's a 50-50 shot. I'm kind of leaning towards going to 11 and seeing what happens. But I'm not 100% sure yet. Let's see. Oh man, this is a tough call. All right, we're just gonna do 10. We'll bite the bullet on this one. If it is 11, it is 11. But at least I didn't leave a free chest on the table, especially because it's so close to me. Francis says I've had nodes that were between 2 chests. Yeah, I think that's where we're at here. And I think okay, so we unfortunately were on the wrong one. But you can't really. I mean, it is what it is. You can't really do too much about that. We're gonna take the physical and magic attack one. It just makes more sense for my team specifically because it's very offensive oriented. The harder I hit them, the faster they are knocked off of the playing field, the faster I win. So that's just my approach to these matchups and wins. So we're going to go ahead and run it right here. Skip that one. We got our chest. There we go. Chest number 1 acquired. All right, let's see. We're going to keep going around. And I am kind of leaning towards getting well, there's two things to factor in here. One is eggs, right? I'm not sure if I have enough eggs for this event. I'll have to double check. I'm not 100% sure. But that is kind of, something I need to consider before I start just kind of getting the pet soul stones. Because the pet soul stones are great, obviously, and I need chorus still. But obviously, I'd like to get more action points as well. And if I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, why not? Francis said I've had 2 nodes that were between 2 chests. It's probably just 11, but on one account, playing it safe gave me 2 chests. Okay. Yeah, you never know. There might even be a chance where there's multiple. So we're going to go ahead and go to 17 here. And if it tells me that there's nothing nearby, we will probably progress to either 21 or 18, cutting out 20, just because I don't want to spend an extra action point because I don't plan on having enough action points to go all the way to the boss necessarily. So we'll see what happens, though. And it does not say there's a chest nearby, which leads me to believe that it's 14 or 16, and none of these 3 have a chest. So I can go straight to 18, actually, or let's do 21, because 21 has a lesser storm and still gets me to 22. So we're going to just be systematic about it and go here to number 40. So we're just going to go ahead and skip this matchup here. Nice little win there. We're going to go to 22. What items have you all picked up? I'm curious. Did people decide to get the storm chests, or did they decide to get the soul stones of the pets to try to get whatever you need? I know if you're like myself, you really need chorus. Other people probably need different things, so you never know. A lot of good, different little pets out there, which even though they're small in stature, they do play a significant role in your ultimate fighting with your heroes. Well, I'm pretty sure it's not 18. So that leaves me with 23.19. All right, so we do have some options here. We're going to go to 25 just to make sure it's not there. But we know it's not 18. We know it's not 18. Why? Because we earlier was at a point where we could determine if 18 was one of the ones that might have a chest, and we determined it did not. So here we go. We got the win. So the chest is nearby. This is making me think 26 is the chest, but I don't like taking too many risks. So we're just going to go ahead and get 27, 28, and 26. Very unlikely that these two have it, but, you know, in this case, I'm actually going to play it safe. Because I'd love to get 2,000. And if there's two chests here, I don't really want to miss one just because I don't think it's there. So we're going to go ahead and approach this. No sign here. So it is going to be 26 that has the chest, of course. Most likely, I think. Actually, I'm pretty sure because there was no mark on that one that we just were at that indicated that we would have a chest nearby. So we are aware that it is now going to be 26 that has this chest. So we're going to pick up a chest regardless. Love to see it. Hey, John Jensen, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Francis says, I'm going for the pet soul stones. Awesome. Which pet are you focusing on, Francis? Is it Chorus indeed, like myself? Is it something different? Are you trying to finish off one of the pets that you like to involve, like, say, I don't know, Albus or Merlin or, you know, something like that? Axel, right? Some popular heroes there. Oliver even, but Oliver's been around for a minute, so I know a lot of people aren't working on him. But yeah, a lot of there. Ray says pet soulstone chests for me as well. I totally understand. I mean, pet soul chests are really the move. There's no other way to put it. I think it's just the move, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so here we go. We are narrowing in on hopefully one more outer chest, and then the rest will probably be in the inner. So here I'm not seeing any indication that we need to go to 31. We're going to go straight to 33 here and cut across. Reason, again, you know, because it doesn't have any markers. Otherwise, it'd be one of the connecting ones, right? So you guys have been around a lot, you know, enough to know exactly what I'm talking about, which I love that. John Jensen says, I should get Biscuit to Absolute with this event. Ooh, we love that. Biscuit is one of, I think, an underrated pet for sure. I think people are sleeping on his capabilities. We're going to look at 35 here just to be sure. Then we'll go to 36 if we have any moves after that. Obviously, we don't right this second, but you never know. So that's something to consider. But Biscuit to Absolute, that's going to be a huge accomplishment. I know Biscuit's one of those ones. Again, I think he's great like Axel. He kind of deflects damage in a sense and really protects your team from too much harm. Okay, so we need to go back to Quest and see what we can do to get some more action points. We got to do the daily login, of course. We captured some locations, so we get some extra coins, which we can't not get. So pet summoning, 80. Okay, so do we have 80? We do not. We have 50. So in that case, there's a high odd probability that I might look at getting some storm chests first, just to get those 30, you know, just to knock it out. And then we can kind of, well, actually, I take that back. Before we go to that, I will probably end up, I have an adventure pre-completed, right? So I finished it, but I never claimed my rewards, so I can auto it, and you'll see what I'm talking about shortly. But we did get 50 of them open, so we need 30 more. So what I need is going to be more. Well, there's that reward there. Very nice. Okay, a lot of friendship chips coming in. Love to see it. But I'm really looking for portal charges, which I may or may not have anymore. I thought I did, though. Did I make a miscalculation? Nope, we got one. Love to see it. So now we're going to go, and so you can see, right, we did finish this adventure. I just never claimed my rewards, and the main reason being I knew that I'd had some portal charges. Well, I thought I knew that I had portal charges in my mail, and so from there, I waited for this event to start up, and then now we're going to go ahead and just simply raid it, really. Bubble07 says, this event will allow me to get my Kane and Fenris to Absolute. That is awesome. I don't know if it's just me, but I love hearing about your guys' success in the game and getting all these new absolute, I guess, accomplishments, essentially. It's awesome. I love to hear that. And Kane is great, obviously, with the Dodge Heroes. I really love Kane with Aurora. Just chef's kiss. Such a good combination. Just one that, was really well thought out. I don't give Hero Wars praise that often, but that's one thing that I think, they did very, very well on. And I love it. Well, I do give a fair amount of praise, but I also give them a fair amount of flack. So that's one thing that Hero Wars did very, very well, I think, is putting in Kane and implementing that dodge aspect. What was the other one? The other one was Fenris, right? Fenris is a great little dog guy, right? Essentially, and he's really good, obviously, to blind opponents, and he's really helpful. I love him with my Kark. Love him with Kark. Couldn't see myself using any other pet on Kark at this time. I really think Fenris is the best option right now, hands down. So we did pick up some Chaos Particles along the way as well, which will allow us to, get our Albus to 11 out of, I think it's 25. Is it 25? 25 on this last charge item, I think. Yeah, because it's an excellent item. So excellent items go to 25, whereas the flawless ones go to 50. Of course, they're flawless. But anyway, so we are making progress on our Albus. We really would love to complete him, but it's just hard to find a way to make that happen. So we got at least 10 more here. We're now up to 60. So I do probably still need to grab some storm chests, unless my mail has some hidden other portal charges, which there's one. Let's see. I don't think I have too many other ones. Got some energy saved up. We love to see it. Not much else though. So just energy. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and try to get some more pulls. Hopefully we get some eggs. If not, hopefully we get some chaos particles. Honestly, you can't go wrong either way. And I think I'll end up getting some more items. There's 13 eggs. We need one more. Well, actually, that should do it for us. That should be enough eggs to complete the 80 pulls. So now we can just focus on getting our desired pets. Francis says, I got my Mara to 5-star. Biscuit is close to 5-star, so he's next. Chorus is 4-star from his launch event, but too far for this event, so probably the next Great Storm. I love how y'all are already planning. I love. It's just not enough stuff that, I can say about how much I enjoy you guys also progressing in this game with me. And so it's awesome to hear. So, okay, we got Chorus here. We've got 480 soul stones of them. We need 2,000. So long task ahead for us. But let's see. We're going to grab these action points for our adventure running, essentially. And we're going to grab a couple more. So we've got all the rewards from these two. Not too much more we can do right this second on that. I mean, we will, just not yet. Let's take a look. Let's see. Hopping into the adventure. 36 has a chest. We know it has a chest, and we want that chest. So we are going to go for it. All right, so let's go ahead and skip this battle. Look at that. Easy peasy. Got the chest. All right, so there's no notification here that there's any chest nearby. We have to take down 41, so we're going to go to 40. It's just a necessary evil at this point. Just got to do it. Put in our time, put our head down, and get work done. So there we go. There is a win right there. Location secured. Absolutely, never a doubt. But anyway, all right, so we love that. Mara is also a great pet. I think people sleep on Mara. I love Mara with Isaac. I think that is one of the most underrated skills, unless it's a boss fight. But when it's not a boss fight, one of the most underrated pets in the game. Extends Leanne's ability as well to basically put opponents to sleep. And when your opponent can't attack, it's devastating. I'm just going to be flat out honest with you. It's devastating. So definitely a huge pickup there. 5-star. Biscuit, right? Again, just mediates and slows down magic attackers, which that's key. If you're battling and you have to fight magic attackers, you want them to slow down on the ults there. Easy, because Lars and Krista, when they get going, They can deal out some mad damage. And even if you have Isaac there, it never hurts to have someone to slow him down. Chorus, one of the weaker pets, I would say, so far that we've seen, but it's still early days. We're not going to, go crazy on that. Highly likely we got a chest here in 46. Do we take a risk and not go to 48? Let's see. What do we got? So we know we've got one chest in 14 and 16. Okay, let's do some probability here. 14 and 16, guaranteed one chest in between those two. Okay, and these notifications, we still have a little bit to go. It's likely that there's just the chest in 46, but if we don't go to 48 and it's in 48, we've just lost really 2,000 to 4,000, or 4,000 to 6,000 of these rewards. So that's a big chance we're taking if we do that. Pressure's a little bit on right now. So do we go to 49 and take a chance when we think it's at 46, or do we go to 46, take a chance and have to backtrack? Essentially, I guess it would just be one. We'd backtrack one location. So I think we just go for it, and if we miss, we miss. Spread love for the humans. Love it. Yeah, all right. Love having you here, Gujo. Awesome. Thanks for joining. Hit that like for my guy. Yes, if you guys hit that like button, it does really help. YouTube has some weird algorithms, but I can't complain about it. I love hanging out with y'all here. And so if you do hit that like button, it really does help. Thank you so much for that. Bubble7 says, hey, Jay, maybe you already covered it earlier and I didn't hear it. At what level of storm resistance do you have before you jump in the middle to boss fight? It's a great question. We'll examine that as soon as we've got the chest. All right, and don't you dare tell me that there's another one. Okay, good. There's nothing else around. Calculated risk paid off here, so we can just go straight to 50. But let's take a look here. So storm resistance on the boss, my understanding is you should have around, ideally, right, you'd have 260, but realistically, you're not going to have that if you're playing like I am. And it's riskier if you play like I am. So if you're playing like I am, I think 200 storm resistance is ideal, but you don't want to have less than 180. If you have less than 180, you need at least 4 or 5 fights with the boss at least to have a chance. And the only reason I know that is because I messed up and did it myself. So if you have less than 180, you're going to be really struggling against that boss. I do not recommend to fight against the boss with less than 180 storm resistance. If I get to that point, then I guess I would get to that point. But again, 180 is really not, that's pushing it. Even the strongest of teams, it's hard because you lose damage per second, and that makes things super difficult on anyone who's trying to essentially progress in the game and trying to defeat the boss. It's such a difficult task to do. And it looks like here, based on what my notifications here, there's no items or chests, but we're going to go to 56 just to be safe. There shouldn't be anything there, but just to be safe, we will go. And here you can see, right, there's obviously 30 storm. Gujo says 210 did the job for me. Yeah, I'd say anything over 200, you're in a good spot. But if you are under 180, I'm concerned. I think 180 is really the bare minimum. We got a chest right there. Wow, that's a major pickup. We know exactly where the last chest is, which makes me not even need to go around the rest of this. That was a huge win right there. So now what I would want to do ideally is go straight for this middle guy, assuming we take out this guy here, and we can get enough storm resistance to give it a shot. So we're going to start going around here. John Jensen says, I have been going to 200 resistance and finishing the boss in 2 attacks. Well, I haven't fought him like that in a minute, but I will say, again, 180 is really my bare minimum baseline. You don't want to have less than 180, but based on what everyone else is saying here, 200, 210 is doing the job. I think 200 is an ideal number based on what I'm thinking. Let's see, let's do the math here. So if I'm at 125, 130, 135, 140, 145, 150, 155, 160, 165, 170, 175, 180, 195, 200. Okay, so if I make a decent way around this, we will have a good amount of storm resistance built up. So hopefully, okay, I'm getting a caution symbol here. Maybe we start at the 195, make our way around. Caution usually means that I'm a little bit outclassed, and I think that's fair. My storm resistance is pretty low. So this might take me 2 matchups to win, but I still think it's worth it. So we're just going to go ahead and go for it. And they're obviously going to tell me your storm resistance is pretty weak. I got it. I know. We're taking a risk. You don't get the biscuit unless you're taking a risk. I think there's a saying like that. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but got to risk it for the biscuit. So we did, and we luckily secured the spot. So we got lucky. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we got a little lucky, but we're gonna take it. We're not gonna think about it too much. We're gonna go around. Do I keep going this way? The storm just gets harder from here, so there's a chance I hit a wall, but we'll go for it. I am pretty happy with that win, though, I will say. So that is pretty nice for us. We're gonna auto here, of course. Skip battle. Oof. All right, so we're gonna need a second hit. That's okay. These things happen, and obviously the next one probably is gonna also involve 2 hits. It's part of the gamble when you go about it. Hey Tanya, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Gujo says yo, and Jimmy says yo back. We love having y'all here. Great storm event, great opportunity to pick up obviously some personal pet soul chests, which is what I'm going to be doing for sure. We love it. We love the pet soul chests. Storm Lazy chests are great as well. Just for me right now, I'm really focused, narrowing in on the pet soul stones. I really want my cores to get to absolute. So 25 times 5, that's about 125 soul stones that we got there for our buddy Chorus, our only remaining pet who is not at. All right, at this point, we should probably just take down this extra spot here. We just need as much Great Storm as we can get, and right now, we're a little short. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. We're a little bit short on storm resistance. So we need to pick up a little bit more. 140, better than what we had. Hopefully it gives us enough time to deal a little bit more. It looks like we got a lot of physical attackers based on the lineup. We're going to put in Nebula instead of Isaac, even though Isaac's great with silencing the opposing team. Oof. We're running into a wall here at 210. If I can't beat him on this one, we're going to go around and we'll try to find an alternate solution here. Kind of leaning towards taking out. No, that's a huge risk. If I took out Sebastian here, it's very risky because if I would put in Yasmin, and Yasmin has low health, and when your storm is already not the strongest, it makes it for a more difficult battle. So let's see what we can do here. Man, I'm just hitting a wall. All right, we're going to go the other way then at this point. No point in continuing to attack. We need more storm, and if that's what we need, that's what we need. So yeah, we burned a couple AP there, but I think we saved a little bit by not going all the way around, and that's what we're going to do. Tony says, I maxed my pet Albus out due to the Great Storm event. Congratulations. That's a nice accomplishment there. Albus, really like one of my favorite pets in the game. You can't go wrong. And so I think that's pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. Cool pickup there. Sorry, excuse me. I just had to write a little note down. Got a notification on something. But anyway, all right. So we love that, and we are cruising. So now we are going to go for this matchup here. I think this one's going to be a lot more friendly than this 210 storm resistance fight. We just didn't have the real ability to kind of take that one down, which is okay. Sometimes you're a little in over your head. You go for it anyway, then you kind of for sure. So now we're getting to a point where we're going to face some much more level-headed opponents, right? With the Great Storm resistance getting closer to what our opponents have. So we love that. We love that. So we're just going to go ahead and skip this battle here. Nice win. Jimmy with the really cool hands and high highs, essentially. Love it. I love the emoji. They're always so cool. Gujo's got the dab going up as well, so we love to see it. Tanya says, I dropped over 200,000 emeralds on the Great Storm event. Wow, what did you end up picking up as you went? Did you end up using that to kind of get some Chaos Sparkles to upgrade, or what did you end up spending? Did you get some totems? What did you end up spending the bulk of your emeralds? That's awesome. Live and learn. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you just, you got to try it. And, it wasn't the successful trip that we were hoping for there, but, you take 2 or 3 shots at it and you're like, all right, so it's a little bit out of our reach right now, but obviously we still found a good amount, 5 chests out of 6. I mean, and that's playing without spending any money on the game on this event. Can't go wrong. And there's another 25 plus 27 chests in Pet Soulstone. So can't go wrong. Special events. We did our best and we claimed some more spots. We might be able to claim some more energy usage, right? But really, we did I think we did a pretty good job all in on collecting some well wanted coins to try to power up our chorus, or try to get him to absolute. Excuse me. But yeah, we're still powering up Albus, obviously, so can't go wrong there either. And now we're just working on Lars, trying to finish him up. Hand of Glory, Fragment. We will actually use 100 emeralds. I don't usually do that every day now. Main reason just because I don't usually find a need to rush too much. But, here we're in an event situation. We might as well try to get some items here from it. So we're going to go ahead and claim all of these rewards that were just sitting for us. We love to see it. So we got that going. Mail, nothing too special there. Special events, obviously we're going to go back to the Great Storm here. Nature's Might. So we got another AP action point. Got a couple more. So this will get us closer to that last chest. We know where that last chest is. We know exactly where that last chest is. And Tanya says she used the majority of them to get the Pet Soul Stones for Albus. Phenomenal choice. Cannot go wrong on that. So that's a good pickup. That's a good pickup. You went all in. Yeah, she went all in, obviously. Gujo says, one of my favorite events in Hero Wars. Yeah, I think it is one of my favorite events as well in terms of a regular event that we have. Some of the other events, we just had a lot of. We just have. So I'm really stoked on it. CyberCon's coming up next, another big event that I personally think is one of the better ones. I should probably start looking into. Tomorrow we'll talk about preparation for that. Obviously, it's kind of a short notice because we have this event coming up really, really soon. But still, some notice is better than no notice. And we will definitely look at that. So that is the plan for tomorrow. Right now, I'm going to try to get a couple more AP going here and get this going. 1,000 Pet Soul Stones for Albus and 500 Pet Soul Stones for Kane. Ooh, that's nice. So basically, it sounds like your Kane is getting pretty strong as well. Potentially, maybe even getting another upgrade there with that power level increase. So continuous battles, we got 35 out of the way, and we're pretty good into the actual storm event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more AP would get us to the finish line, essentially, of what we can really feasibly do. Not sure we have enough energy to do that. Could spend some emeralds. Not really the biggest emerald spending guy. That would give me 2 more AP. We have some energy, but let's see. 4 more. Let's see how far that would get me. 4 more would get me to 1, 2, 3, 4, and that might have the chest. It might not, and I would need 5 to definitely get there. So I don't know. I'm not in the mood to just push it, but we'll hold on to what we got. We'll trade in, though, for a couple more Pet Soul chests. I'm happy with the way this event turns out. It's one of the best free player events you can do if you just simply play it like standard, So you can't go wrong. So let's see. Now we've got a fair amount of Pet Soul chests. We're going for chorus. Easy money. That's, of course, we need chorus. So now we're at 770. We still need, math. At least 1,000, I think, right? We are in the wrong spot. Let's go to the Sanctuary to check out our chorus. We are at 770 of 2,000. So we need about 1,230 more. Actually, exactly 1,230 more. But you know what? That is not a bad spot to be in. I love the fact that we're just really narrowing down on one more pet completion. So, it's a great feeling to have just one more that we need to worry about. So, all right, we've charged it up to 18. I'm really tempted to try to do more here, but let's see. Can we get more chaos particles? Not really. Not easily, at least not from what I'm seeing. And I don't really want to get any more storm chests. I'm happy with what we've got. I think that was a pretty solid event run. I mean, we might have a couple more AP we can get into, but I think all in all, not bad. Tanya does mention Iris and Fox and Amir are all getting new skins. I'm really excited about the Fox one, actually. Amir as well. And I think Iris, I need to double check what it was. I prematurely closed the post that stated what kind of bonus stats would come with Iris's skin. I know you're a big Iris proponent, right? You really like Iris, and I don't blame you. I think Iris is great. Iris is getting boost to magic attack. That is huge. So Iris is obviously going to be a great pick as well. So anyone who uses any of these three heroes is going to want that skin because all these skins for the three individual heroes are really good actually for their respective heroes. I think Fox might be the least useful of the three. Like Magic Attack for Iris, phenomenal. Magic Pen for Amira, phenomenal. So I think those are some good pickup skins. Usually during these events, there's like one good skin, but I do think objectively two of them are great. One of them's decent still. Like the Fox one is not a bad skin to pick up, but I do think that of the three, Iris is probably gonna edge Iris or Amir, depending on who you have stronger, is going to edge the other one slightly. It just depends on who you have. But I think they're both great. And Tanya says, I love Iris. Yeah, so I think that Iris skin is almost a must have. So if you can start saving up skin stones to essentially power, pick that one up. It's 5,000 skin stones, of course, right? And you can get it potentially if you're a lucky winner, assuming I have enough chests available. But yeah, so totally doable. Let me do the math here. So 500 or 5,000, excuse me, 5,000, and these have 150. You need 34 of these large skinstone chests to ensure you can get it. Let's see, I'm going to open these platinum boxes. Sometimes they have some hidden energy. Nothing there that time. It's okay. Kind of want to open these gifts. I'm not really sure when I'd open them otherwise. So we got some bottled energy. Okay, cool. Summoning spheres, great. All right, nothing crazy, but we did get some decent, decent items. Nothing crazy, but nothing bad either. I still think Ancient Titan artifacts should have the dark and light ones. Just my opinion. But anyway, so there is that. We've gotten a pickup there. Let's see, airship expeditions. I should probably run some more real quick. Tanya says, I will get it and max it out. I don't blame you, and I'm not surprised either. I think that's a good one to definitely have. I don't think there's anything wrong with, if you already have Iris maxed out, you definitely still want to continue to improve her and get her fully maxed out if you can. So there we go. You got this one going as well. All right, so we have some pretty decent cover now in expeditions. Love it. All right, so other than that, we should probably pick up some items here. Love to see that. And obviously CyberCon's coming up, so I still want to hold on to some soul stones. I think that's one of the events, but we'll talk about that more tomorrow. CyberCon, we will focus tomorrow on and dedicate it essentially to preparation for CyberCon. So that is the plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be around noon. Eastern Standard Time is the plan. But yeah, so that is kind of what we're going for, right, for our live stream tomorrow. And that's the plan. We're going to talk a lot about preparing for CyberCon, which I think is a fun little event as well. It's not quite as, I guess, in my opinion, great for the rewards if you're a free-to-play player, as is the Great Storm, but it's not bad either. Francis says, any guesses or wishes for winter skins? I'm not sure. I know we'll have quite a few. I would not be surprised to see... Actually, I would not be surprised to see if Fafnir got a winter skin. I know he's new to the game, but so what? I think he's due. Let's see. I honestly think Morgan and Corvus could get winter skins as well. Um, I'm not sure who else yet, but I do think that it's totally not out of the realm of possibility. I think Yasmin could potentially in the future get one, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen just yet. But I think eventually all the heroes will have a winter skin. I just don't know how soon it will be. I would love for Yasmin to get a winter skin. Not sure how likely that is, but I would like to see it happen. We're going to open some Outland chests here really quick before we get to our picker wheel, where we will have our winners for tonight. All right, there you go. Got open the chest. Love it. Oh, I missed one. There we go. All right, so we've got things going. We opened all of our Outland chests. Let's take one last look at Satori real quick to see if we can upgrade him at all. Because, again, I still need him to take down that last annoying Outland boss. Why am I missing Satori? There he is. Let's see, skins. We're still holding off on getting too crazy with the skin stuff, but upgrading the artifacts might not be the worst thing if we can. We don't want to do the artifact evolution yet, though, because we are still planning on doing some other artifact upgrades first. For example, Helios is one of the ones that I'm trying to get done. And obviously, he just needs the Chaos Cores because everything else is preset. Moving in the right direction. Iris here is ready as well, but needs those blue artifacts. So we can upgrade the first two, but we can't upgrade the third one because our Satori still needs some blue artifacts, but this will get our Iris a little stronger as well. Let's see. Gray artifacts. Anyone still working on grays? Yeah, we got someone here in Cornelius. All right, so there's that. Ooh, 25. All right, so Alvinor is getting a nice little upgrade as well. Not quite complete. Obviously, we still have to deal with some of these guys who are, still weak in the gray zone. But we'll get to him eventually. We'll get to him. Alvinor needs a winter skin, Tanya says. That would be a good one as well. I could definitely see that being the case. No doubt. Some heroes still are lacking in the skin department, and I think it's usually the newer ones right now. Tristan probably needs one as well. Not sure if he'll get one, but he needs one. He hasn't had much love as of late. But yeah, a lot of pets or a lot of heroes are in the running for I think those winter skins. Hey Carl, nice to have you here. We just kind of talked about a lot of different things. We did a decent amount of time in the Storm event. We also talked a little bit about how the new Dark and Light Titans have been added to the Circle of Summoning, which I think is pretty cool. I picked up quite a few Soul Stones of, I believe it was Amon, which allowed me to get him from 3-star to 4-star. Since we're talking about it, I'll open a couple more chests. But that's really kind of a big news thing that I think flew under the radar because we had this brand new, well, not brand new, but this Great Swimmer event, which we were very looking forward to. It was anticipated. We'll open 10 more here just to get a few of them open. But yes, so we got some Yari Soulstones, Amon, and Kyros Soulstones as well. So making good progress. We can trade these in for Titan Potions. We're just going to hold on to these for the future. We're going to have another event, inevitably, with new Dark and Light Titans. It's going to happen. So we're going to hold on to those. Take a look here. Not really much more to do, but yes, we did obviously evolve Amon, and now we can evolve Iari. So all of my Titans that are not absolute are now 4-star babies. So there we go, making moves, moving in the right direction. We got to do our classic Asgard as well. Carl says the Storm event is so nice. I agree. It's my favorite event. That is a free-to-play event. You get really nice rewards, really good pulls, at least for me, and I've had really nice luck on going around with my AP. So I cannot complain. I agree with you, Carl. I think it's a great event. I was able to pick up a bunch of Soul Stones for Chorus, who's the only pet I still need to get to Absolute. So I really think you're head on. You're definitely right about that, Carl. Great event. So we're going to just go ahead and spin the Astral Seer a couple times here, get some little baby pulls. Let's see, Guild Raid. We're going to start with Ascension Spire. Take a little look. Obviously, this is probably one of the slowest loading parts of Asgard. So this and trying to think, this and the designations, right? I'm trying to think. The branches are another slow little thing. So we're going to see what happens here. We got the individual branches and the group branches. So we'll start with the individual ones. I think we still got a ways to go with our Kark. Just need I'm trying to think. It's the fighting one. It's like there's two swords over it. Let's see, Kark. Yeah, we need these. The Great Valor Insignias. Never have enough. But yeah, so a couple spots left to unlock. Astaroth looks like he's getting an upgrade in armor, which we love, but the health is not going to be moving. We need more resilience insignias, and it looks like here we need just plain old Valor insignias for Yasmin to get some work done. Could do Faceless, but I think Sebastian... Oh, no. All right, but we need Martha, and Martha needs it a little bit more. We'll take some intelligence for her. So we will keep moving with that. No reason not to. So we have officially gotten her to the 3rd level. And it looks like we got some healing stuff here for her. So might as well keep it going, make her a little bit more effective. Now we're just short on gold, of course. But that's okay. I mean, we improved our Martha, which should help, hypothetically, some of our matchups. Here we got Sebastian. Class Act, one of the heroes I use a lot. We need more gold. It's just unacceptable on my end. I'm just kidding. But we'll trade in 20 soul stones, see if we can get, or 20 summoning spheres, excuse me. Maybe we'll do 40 more. We'll do all of them. We'll get it down to 9. I think it's just necessary to get some gold here. I mean, we're just on a roll, and we're going to end up fighting Osh here shortly. This is going to be level 160. Might as well have a good shot at him and try to do something cool. So let's see what we can do. Merchant, trade, give us the gold, please. 13 mil. Okay, I think that'll allow us to upgrade a little bit. So let's go, not the Sanctuary, the Asgard area here. Ascension Spire, back to where we were at. But yeah, Great Storm event was great. I was able to get a good amount of items all around for my pets. Chaos Particles, we're getting close to maxing out our Albus, which I might lose my mind when we actually do it because it's just been such a long journey with him. I feel like I've been trying to max him out for, well, I don't even think I feel. I know it's been months that we've been trying to, absolutely get him done. Thuong, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. We are trying to get to Asgard here, and of course, right when I refresh my page, it gets there. So we'll have to reload our page here shortly. But yeah, no. So it's been a good adventure. I really like the Great Storm event. I think it's awesome. Congrats! Thank you, Carl. Appreciate the kind words. But yeah, no. So I really like the Great Storm event. I think it's one of the best ones, especially for, again, I've said this many times, but I think free-to-play players, great. Carl says absolute star pets take so long. I agree. They do, because you need 2,000. It goes from like 500 to 2,000 for 5-star to 6-star. So it is really a process, that's for sure. But yeah, hopefully you've been enjoying the event as well, Carl. I know a lot of us have been getting the pet soul stones because that's what we need. We need to get our pets to 5-star, 6-star, get them all done. So yeah, hopefully you've been able to take advantage. Absolutely love that everyone else so far has seemingly loved this event. So I'm happy about it. All right, so we were at Martha here when we got stopped because we were short of gold. So we're going to try to get her a little stronger as well. But it is crazy how much gold you run through just simply upgrading these guys. We started with 13 mil gold, now we're down to 8. And a single click will take more than 1 mil gold. Just a lot of gold. This is a gold eating ascension. Asgard is just gold eating. So we've got Martha now actually in 4. So that's pretty. I'm impressed actually. So we've got her up to 4. No more gold for me on this. We still have some items though, which I love. Not much more we can do here with Sebastian at this time, nor Isaac. Nebula still has some work we can do, but we're not going to go nuts. We're going to go ahead and hop to the Great Tree of Wisdom here. I think with the ability of us to upgrade some of our branches there, we essentially have a much greater ability to see if we can kind of do the group branches here as well. Marksman's really been the target for me, but it's hard to get there, right? It's hard to get there. So you need a lot of gold big time. Yeah, for sure. It's like you need a mountain, and then you need a second and a third and a fourth mountain. So I get it. It's a gold intensive area of the game. Like not only do you have to worry about when if you want buffs, right? That's a lot of gold. If you want to upgrade your ascension, that's a lot of gold. So a lot of gold to be expended for sure. So we now have enough to level up at least once to level 40 of 50. I've never completed a single one of these because I've kind of been wavering on what I should do, but I think really ultimately, end of the day, we need to upgrade a significant amount. So this will eat up almost all my resources, getting us to level 40. So I'm happy with that. That's great. Level 40 for 2 of the heroes that I use a ton. And obviously we have support role branch pretty high up there as well, 30, and tank as well. Marksman's been nice. Can't really go wrong. Mage I like just because there's so many mages in Hero Wars. How crazy is that? There's more than 3 rows, 4 rows essentially. You don't really see that too often in the other ones, if at all, and I'm not seeing that. So, we made some progress all around. Our Kark's just gotten a little stronger. Wally, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. We're at the point now where we are going to try to fight this boss one time. Then we're going to have some winners. That is the game plan right now. We're going to collect these rewards. We're going to go for a big hit with you. And we're going to try to see what we can do on this little guy here. All right, so we don't have any buffs that we're going to be using. We should look at the shop real quick because I think we can get some. Not a lot, but we can get some. So I think Immortal Hero is one of my favorite pickups. I also do like Marksman Opportunity. Really focuses on a singular hero, which everyone knows is Jew. It's like a marksman power upgrade. None of the other marksmen do a lot of damage against our friend here, so something to keep in mind. Oliver's typically the best bet here. I like going Fenris actually. That's just my opinion there. I'm gonna go Kane with Nebula, who can only activate one pet, which is crazy. Martha as well, who's new and improved. Okay, I think we're in a good spot here. We're going to use Axel. Axel's really kind of our best bet at surviving long enough to have a chance. I mean, we'll see. We're really not going to do probably too much damage anyway, but you got to try. You got to try, right? So here we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and auto this, which will help speed it up a little bit. So here we go. We got Isaac dealing some damage and really buffing up our attack, which is nice. That's what we're really looking for out of him. You can see he's getting some temporary armor penetration bonuses. We've got critical hit chance coming in and armor penetration. You can just see them stacking up. We love to see it. The more, the better. And as they expire, they go off. But we got 4 million damage. That's a lot more than we've done in the past. And I'm going to attribute that to just our upgrades. Martha healing a lot better than she was in past. Axel doing a great job as well. Just gotta hand it to our guys. They're really playing their hearts out right now. 5 mil damage. I don't think we even got this far last time. So hats off to them. They're doing great. 6 mil damage. I'm not even sure I expected them to get that far. We love it. I know 10 million is usually the standard, but considering we're fighting up against a really tough level 160 boss, I'll take 6 mil damage any day of the week. Especially since we're still upgrading our stuff. We're not really at the completion zone yet, but we're getting there. We're getting better. Getting better. All right, so here we go, claiming these guys, and we're gonna have our picker wheel active and have some winners. How about that? For instance, Kira also benefits from marksman opportunity. She's good at clearing the spheres. I haven't used her, but actually, now that you mention it, that makes a great deal of sense. She's not usually like a go-to hero for me in terms of boss fights, but I could see her being very, very useful. I just don't have her as strong as probably I need to use her like that, but I don't doubt it. Not at all. All right, so here you go. We got Facebook and web. Today's Saturday. That's how we pick our names for today, which is from the YouTube channel itself. So we're going to start with the Facebook winner. Good luck to everybody. Let's see who our lucky Facebook winner is for Saturday, November 19th. And it is America 1. Oh man, I thought that was going to be John Jensen. I really did. All right, so I'll be messaging Mark on YouTube. Let's see if we can find him real quick. Yeah, we'll do it after the stream. That's okay. But yeah, so congratulations to Merrick on the win. John, you're so close. You're so close. Ray, you're also close. Look at that. You guys are right next to him, Merrick. You are today's lucky Saturday winner. So close for some other folks right there. Oh man, it's a heartbreaker. We also have the web spin, so let's see who our lucky web winner is, in addition to Merrick from Facebook. So let's take a look here. Our winner is Brendan. Brendan is our lucky web winner. Congratulations, Brendan. Tanya, oof, you're right there, and Step Rose there as well. So we got a couple close winners there, but we got Merrick and Brendan are our two lucky winners. John, I was hoping, yeah, you're close there, man, for sure. But I'm sure your time will come very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on this stream. We're going to have more winners again tomorrow. Keep that in mind. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me here on this stream. Thank you guys for those of you who did like this stream as well. It really, really helps me out. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you guys very, very soon in Dominion. We're going to be talking a lot about CyberCon tomorrow. So hopefully y'all can make it. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.